Hello everybody, it is Jack from Omnipoke, the channel that brings you guys everything Pokemon, and I'm back with the first week of the Omnipoke Online Play League. This week I'm at home, so I'm going to be recording, and I'm against Rahul Reddy, so I'm pretty excited to be kicking things off against one of the best players from the US. It's going to be a tough first week for sure. The three decks I'm bringing, I've just kept it pretty simple for week one. I've got an ADP list. This is actually the exact list that Joe used for his 100 games with ADP video. I really like it. I was playing one card off that list anyway, and have since included the Zamazenta because I think it's a really strong Eternatus counter just for slowing the pace of that match down. As well as that, I have Inteleon Frostmoth. This is my kind of quote-unquote wild card pick, if there would be a wild card pick. Rahul is a massive Mewtwo fan, and I feel this deck's Mewtwo matchup is fairly strong. I've also included the Mimikyu to really cement that, hopefully. But in general, it's another deck that I think can take on the likes of things like ADP and Eternatus, so it feels like it's got fairly good matchups all round. And then finally, another pretty simple one, LucaMetalization. I've decided to go without the Bronzong package and with hammers and a little bit of a thicker tag call engine instead. Bronzong is very good in certain matchups, but in a best of three where we're seeing certain decks once potentially, I think the value in general goes down. I don't think we're going to see Center Scorch. I don't think we're going to see multiple fire decks, so you basically have to queue the Bronzong into the Center Scorch or the Firebox, Baby Blounds, those kind of matchups. And I think that's a little bit more awkward to do in this kind of scenario. So I've just gone with, like I say, a bit of a thicker tag call package and the 4 crushing hammers instead. So let's send our friend Rahul a challenge. Probably going to kick things off with ADPZ. I expect him to probably play Mewtwo as one of his 3 decks. Bear in mind, this is only we only need to have 2 wins to win the week. So we don't necessarily we're not certain to see Mewtwo, but I'm expecting Rahul to be playing Mewtwo as one of his 3 decks. So, have I queued up the wrong deck? I may have queued up the wrong deck. Let me tell him I've queued up the wrong deck. Hold on. Because we're not playing a theme deck. Let me concede real quick, and that was my bad. That's because I've been playing theme deck tournaments. Let me try doing this again. My bad. Here we go. That should work. We've selected the right deck now. If we end up going second now, it doesn't. I'm not too first. I'm not gonna Grinch if he wins the coin flip here. Oh, we won the coin flip anyway. Okay, so ADPZ. I also have my lists open next to me, so we're going full try hard with this. Unfortunately, we have started the Crobat, which sucks, as we only play 1. Okay, Gengar Mimikyu kicking things off, so I'm expecting some kind of Mewtwo variant. Pretty awkward hand, but we have research for next turn. Could Cherish Ball Dedenne away. All of this. Horror House would be pretty scary. Let's Cherish Ball first. Hopefully this list will open so I can do some good deck checking. First things first, we have a Dede prized. So my options here, we have a Zacian prize as well. Let's go through and do a quick prize check first. We have a metal prized, a water prized. We have... I need to change these boss's orders to be all the same. That's going to annoy me. What else is missing? Our Eldegoss is... Oh no, our Eldegoss is in here. Lucario's in here. Zamazenta is prized. And then I think an air balloon is prized. Oh no, the air balloon's there. Okay, there's one other card that I can't quite work out at the moment. Okay, so we could just guarantee the ADP attachment, but that would play into Horror House pretty horribly because we'd be stuck with a really dead hand. We could discard the hand down. Well, actually, we have the Air Balloon. We still have GX next turn. Spoon can't play any cards. Yeah, it's any cards, so we wouldn't actually have GX next turn. So I think for that reason, even though we're seeing 2 sources go, I'm tempted to just go for the... Oh, he can't build our hand back up. I think I'm just going to play it fairly passive. No, I want to find Ization this turn. Let's go Didaday. It's pretty sad that we're seeing 2 sources go. I am going to put the Viridian into play. Pop this balloon down. I am going to Dedenne here. We could ADP. It plays into the GX attack, which is a little bit scary. We hit a fairly good hand. No Ization, which kind of sucks. But we did at least get the ADP going. We have Eldegoss next turn for research if we want it. I'm going to attach the metal here because if there's some kind of hammers in his list, I'd rather the metal hammered off than the water, though we have Viridian anyway. Not using the Viridian kind of indicates that we have water in hand, but that's fine, I think, because you'd expect us to have water in hand if we Viridian anyway, so pretty sure we're happy with just the pass here. Okay, my list has now opened, so I can make sure to cross-reference. Oh, Oranguru is the last prize, I believe. Okay, so we've got 4 Pokemon, and 2 metal prized. Okay, this is going to be Welder Mewtwo, by the looks of it. This Gengar Mimikyu is actually a pretty bad start for him because this can be knocked out by Ization for 4 prizes, meaning any Jirachi or anything that he plays could be a way to close out the game. Discarding a Big Charm. Using the Hearth as well. Not even using the extra energy. So probably has 3 energy in hand already. Probably has the Psychic already. There wasn't energy in hand. I would imagine we're going to see Welder to Mewtwo and maybe Psychic to Gengar to Poltergeist. Just going to go with the attach. Finds the switch here. Could Poltergeist me anyway. Not Poltergeist, sorry. Horror House. The only options are currently Horror House. GX. There's the Charizard though. So this is going to be a pretty scary turn, considering we're not going to be able to deal with the Mewtwo too well. This could be a really tough game. We have to discard both sources early, 2 sources early, which means it's going to be really difficult to set up 2 Zations. So we're going to have to really rely on, hopefully, this Gengar being stuck. It's not stuck, though. So there's probably going to see just a random... probably it. Oh no, can't Horror House. I don't know whether we're going to see an attack here at all. Okay, here comes the Quick Ball. There goes the Incineroar. So we're just going to probably see a Crushing Punch poke. Really should have thought about including Big Charms. I meant to include Big Charms in this list, and that's going to punish me, but that is the way things go. I was fairly sure Rahul was going to be playing Welder Mewtwo, so should have prepared for that a little bit more maybe. Daddy being prized, Croat being down already. All of this is not good stuff. It looks like it's going to be a Great Catcher stall play. So we're going to do this. We're going to Great Catcher. So we're down to 2 gusting options already. Because we're using the Eldegoss for the research here. Hopefully we find a Zacian. Okay, there's a Zacian. We have our Lucario as well. Our Lucario is a nice draw card to draw us back up after this inevitable Flare Blitz GX. I'll drop the Zacian down. I think I can probably drop the Lucario down, in all honesty. We have research. We can't research Boss next turn. We can't research Great Catcher next turn, sorry, because we've already used the Great Catcher, so it's going to be a pretty awkward game. I think whatever happens, though, maybe we were correct to not Altered Creation this turn and just Power Up Azation. Because at some point in this game, we're probably going to have to Intrepid Sword anyway. So maybe the stall play was incorrect. Here comes a Dedenne, hunting for a switch. Does play the Muck Muck, that's good to know. Does play Jirachi's as well. We have the boss if this can't be punished. Looks like it can though. Yeah, this is going to be a real rough game. Has the Giant Hearth, so energy is not going to be an issue. This is a matchup that has been seeing... This is a deck that's been seeing more and more popularity, but one that I haven't really faced all that much, which is scary because it's a very relevant matchup. I feel like Mewtwo has a fairly favourable ADP in most scenarios. But maybe I could have played things a little differently. Played to my outs a little bit more. How does our opponent deal with Azation? Azation seems like one of the tankiest things. We can't leave this Crobat active no matter what. So losing another boss here really hurts. I think first things first. Maybe we don't have to lose a boss here. Maybe. Attach Saucer. Attach Saucer. Yeah, you typically need 3 Saucers in this matchup, which is a little bit awkward. There's 1 Saucer. So we can attach Saucer to the bench and Intrepid Sword the active. Let him hit the active. Switch in, boss, knock something out, and hopefully we find some energy for this one. We have the switch, so I don't mind doing this. We're taking 200 from Poltergeist. We need double boss, so we can actually reduce the damage from Poltergeist, but it doesn't really matter. So let's keep our options open with research, and let's just go for the Intrepid Sword. Oh wait, it will matter with the Poltergeist. I am a fool. I guess it wouldn't have mattered though, because we drew too many trainers anyway. Yeah, because we're at 6 trainers now. So it wouldn't have technically mattered anyway, but that was incorrect to do there. So now we have to play our hand down super low next turn, which should be fine because we can... Okay. We can still potentially win this game. Like, it's not going to be anywhere near likely. But technically we can win this game still. As a welder to a Dedenne. Poltergeist is his only one-shot option. He doesn't know what my hand is, so maybe reluctant to go for the Poltergeist. We need to hit 5 out of 7. That's not entirely likely. Obviously, we're sitting here knowing it's 6, so we would get knocked out. So probably worth the risk on Rahul's side anyway. But maybe won't. Maybe we'll have to. Maybe we'd rather dig for a guaranteed KO with something. Goes to the Poltergeist and obviously does hit all that damage right there. Okay. So this is going to be a pretty tough game because Rahul is 1 boss away from winning. So maybe we need to Marnie this turn. God, we top deck this Marnie. Let's kick things off with this Mawile. This will mean we see what we have to worry about. That Dedenne coming down is super useful. It does have boss in hand, so we do need to Marnie this turn. Pokegear, Naganadel in hand as well. So yeah, we need to Marnie for sure. Putting the Dedenne down is very useful though. We're going to have to build up this Mawile one way or another, so let's start by doing that. And let's just Marnie. This is pretty rough, but potentially we can do something here. We can get ourselves out of Poltergeist range pretty easily. I am gonna dance a tribute still. We can play at least 1, 2, 3, 4 of our cards. We can discard another with this. So yeah, we're pretty safe always from Poltergeist. So what cards do I want to keep in hand? Probably the Switch. And the E-Switch. Currently has no way of knocking us out. Severe Poison would kind of be awkward, but we have Switch. I think it's just going to be a Brave Blade and pray. We take 40, so we're down to 180, which is out of range of currently all of his attacks. Because this does 140, this does 130. There's a Cherish Ball for a Reshizard. Okay, that's easy enough. That's a fairly easy win con. So that's game 1 to Rahul. Rahul can no longer use Mewtwo, but I can still use ADP. I'm probably not going to bring ADP next, though. I'm probably... Okay. Okay, 1-0 to Rahul. I can still win with ADP. I can still play ADP. I think I'm gonna probably play some LucaMetal though. I feel like LucaMetal has a better... I don't know. ADP is just a strong deck, so maybe ADP was just the right lock-in there, but... There's a fire deck box, which worries me. Oh, I don't need to say I'll go first, because I'm going first. Okay. Let's crack open the LucaMetal list and see. I'm going to start LucaMetal just because Zamazenta... Well, Zamazenta could well be useful, but we want a Full Metal Wall at some point in this game anyway, so... What could I have done differently that first game? There's a Hooper. So we're against Eternatus. I think Eternatus is a fairly good matchup for the deck. I'm pretty happy seeing Eternatus. If this is Eternatus, this could be something like Spiritomb. Spiritomb would be kind of spooky, because they're 1 prizes that don't get locked by Zamazenta. Though, it can be quite difficult for them to get through a whole LucaMetal. Okay, so what's prized? We have a Zama prized, which is awkward in this matchup where it matters. We've got a hammer and a Zama. A Switch. Tackle we've got, that we've got, that we've got, that we've got, those we've got. We've got a Research and a Marnie. And probably an energy, yeah. Okay. We'll hold the Zama for now. Comes the Crobat. Power Accelerator here would be annoying, but not the end of the world. Does get the energy. Okay. The energy is a little bit annoying, but we can deal with it. So first things first, we need to find another metal energy, because the plan here is to take out both energy at once. If we put a Zacian down, we realistically can't ever play second Zamazenta, whereas if we draw second Zamazenta, we can play it. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to put the Zamazenta down. I'll potentially put the Zacian down if we need to Intrepid Sword, but I don't think I need to immediately. I'm sorry, Rahul. That heads flip was pretty brutal. There's the Eternatus VMAX. Probably going to have to attach to the bench and Steel Fist the active. Poke, poke, that'd be 100. Okay. Eternatus the bench. Crobat. Drawing some cards. Plays hammers of his own. Okay, good to know. There's a drill to get rid of the stadium. That makes sense. Probably playing Dark City. Haven't seen any other movement options so far, so I'd expect Dark City, I would say. Okay. Dark City means that boss is pretty much a non-factor. LucaMetal currently has 260 technically, so with a full bench, he would knock me out. I think Zacian drawing cards here is probably better than Steel Fist, so I'm just going to go with the Zacian Intrepid Sword, I think. Do we want to attach? I need to be attaching to this Zamazenta at some point, but I think attaching for now to the Zacian is fine. I'm hoping we can find like double Saucer ready for the turn he knocks out the Lucario Melmetal, so we can double Saucer back to the Zamazenta, start swinging with Zacian. Probably go down to one prize in all honesty, but I'm hoping that one Zamazenta will be enough in this matchup. We don't really have a choice considering we only have two. We only have one. 3 boss gone. Here come the Zigzagoon pings. Down onto the Zamazenta, that's pretty understandable. That's a heads. Okay. Double Hooper. Crobat. Digging for the movement, I would imagine. There's a switch. He is a smart boy. He plays switches, not retreat options. Okay. How scary is our opponent going down to one prize? How scary is that? We need to find another sorcerer over the next 2 turns, no matter what. So we're going to have to Intrepid Sword here. For Intrepid Swording, we can't Metal Saucer to the active. We probably just have to let Rahul go down to one prize here and hope that this one Zam can carry us, which sucks super hard. One Scamazenta to rule them all. Plays the Ordinary Rod, but we've seen the Ordinary Rod, so that can't get back an infinite loop of Hoopers. Oh, maybe it was correct to instead go for the this line, because we're gonna need to bench something to be able to Zacian to anyway. Maybe this was wrong. How many switches gone? 1, 2 switch gone. We can try and just boss and stall. It's not seeming likely though. Down to 30. If this station goes down, it's not the end of the world. Let's hope that one Hooper can rule them all. One Zama can rule them all. Maybe I've played this badly. There is that possibility. I must admit, I haven't been playing as much Pokemon as I should have been recently. I should have been... Ooh, okay, so... Does play the Crazy Claws. How many nets have we seen? No nets so far. Okay, there's the Marnie. Losing the research is scary. Especially if they find a switch. Okay. Okay. We are going to need to take some prizes sooner rather than later, because we need to find second Zamazenta. We know he doesn't have switch right now because he would have switched this turn. So Marnie feels pretty bad. I want to hold this boss. I'm pretty sure this is a fairly lost cause, in all honesty. Because he plays the double Hooper and Sableye, and we've prized second Zamazenta. If we still had the first Zamazenta, I'd feel a little bit more confident. Prizing that second Zamazenta, I must admit, is a little bit sketchy. So where are our prizes coming from here? We will have to knock out the... what's it called? Our opponent has played 3 boss already. We will have to knock out the... Sableye no matter what. So that's 2 prizes. 3, 4 Hooper. 5, 6 Zacian killing something else. That means attacking this is fairly useless. Still has a load of Crobats left. Not Crobats. Zigzagoons left. 1, 2, 3 hits here. 4... set up to knock out the... So basically, if he has 4 turns to set up a knockout on this, basically. I think at this point I want a Marnie, simply because I need to be finding Saucers and Malolana more than anything. To start healing the chip damage off. Okay, let's work out how much the opponent needs to... Take 1, discard Zacian on top deck. How much does the opponent need to... I don't want to discard both in case we research. How much does the opponent need to be knocking us out? Sableye does 10 plus 60 for each counter. So it's 10, 70, 130, 190, 250. Plus 10, that's 80. Okay, gone for the poison plays. That's fine, we took the Malolana. And we have the switch. Can we take one more hit? Let's do some maths. 40, it'll do 240, 250, down to 190. That would not be enough, so we need to... We would need to Malolana this turn. The opponent hasn't shown any sign of energy acceleration though, so I actually don't think we need to. I think we can assault tackle here fairly safely. Haven't seen any turbo patches, and our opponent's playing crushing hammers. And generally you'll play one or the other because they're kind of overlapping slots. So it means next turn we can Malolana, I believe. Here comes the quick wall. Watch me eat my words. No, okay, there's the Eternatus. There's a drill, getting rid of the goggles, I imagine, yeah. Salt gate for 60. Okay, that's fine. We can Malolana retreat. And we hit some more goggles, so that's very good. Hopefully next turn we are able to research. To find some sources for this to deal with the Sableye if needs be. First prize of the series, taking a hammer. Our opponent is down to a 0-card hand. Top deck's the research. Rahul, you monster. Only 3 cards left in deck though. One, two, three, four, five. 5 energy on board. 6, 7 on the bench, in the discard. Okay. That again gives us a little bit of time. Knockout here, knockout here, attach here. He's able to boss gust this. It's pretty scary, but I don't think there's anything we can do about that. May not have any Pokemon left. 1, 2, 3. Probably has 1 Crobat left, but we'll do this nonetheless. Makes our switching options a little bit more awkward, but means that our opponent might miss, has the potential to miss the knockout here. It's very unlikely, but we play to the outs. There's the Marnie. There's the Pokemon, and if this, if that was a Zigzagoon anyway, this was irrelevant, so GG, I'll go first. Okay, who's going first? Game 3. I'm glad I could take the first series to game 3. Even if I don't win this week, I'm pretty happy to see this go to game 3. And we'll round things off with Inteleon Frostmoth, why not? Game 3. Even though there's no requirement for me to use all 3 of my decks, I'm going to try and use all 3 of the decks each week, unless there's something I'm not feeling about playing a deck for whatever reason. Drawing 2 of our 3 boss and a Dedenne is pretty sad, considering we play no recovery for these bosses. Okay. Rahul's last deck is a Zacian deck. Energy Spinner means it's probably going to be ADP. Just going for the Intrepid Sword turn 1. Getting the energy. Spooky. Okay. Mimikyu probably not all that useful in this matchup. Can prevent things like exactly Oricorio. I don't think it's worth putting the Mimikyu down for that reason. We can Dedenne. We only play one Dedenne, so we should get value out of this Dedenne. Sucks that we're losing 2 boss and a moth. But found some good cards. I definitely should have been checking my prize cards as I did that. Okay, so what do we have? We're missing a Snom. We're missing an Inteleon V and an Inteleon V Max. Missing 2 Bucket. Oh no, I'm only playing 3 Bucket in this list. Missing a Switch. No, got the Switch in hand. Have Swell, discarded 2 Boss. Discarded 1 Research, so we're missing a Research. And I think Jirachi was the last card we were missing. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I actually only played 1 Zigzagoon. So this Zigzagoon going down potentially is pretty sad. But not much we can do. So yeah. Hit no supporter, which kind of sucked, but... Comes a quick ball. Yeah, just going to see ADPization here. There's the big charm. There's the balloon. Digging for that E-switch to get the turn 1 GX. Oh, the turn 2 GX, sorry. Does indeed hit it. So now onus is on us to try and make something work here. We can attach, keep the switch. I think we discard the Inteleon. We attach, we hold the switch. Because we're going to need to switch out of this Zigzagoon. Because we are going to be going for the Crobat here. Frostmoth Energy VMAX. There's the VMAX, there's the Frostmoth, and there's the Energy. We actually hit it, that's busted. Going down to a 0 card hand, which is a little bit spooky, but it's going to be worth it. That was a pretty nutty draw from us, I can't lie. Super lucky there. And also, on top of everything, this big charm actually is not an issue for us because we still 2-shot the ADP, because we do 160. So 160 into 160 is 320, and this now has 310 because of the big charm. So yeah, not too much of an issue, hopefully. Down to a 0 card hand. We could also snipe an energy back, but I'm pretty sure we're better off setting up these knockouts. There's an attach. Probably just going to be an Ultimate Ray. Yeah, Ultimate Ray under the Dedenne is pretty spooky. Top deck boss would be insane, but very unlikely considering we have 1 and no draw cards. So, I'm not holding out hope, but it's not out of the realms of possibility. Top deck Marnie would also be good. Research is obviously fine, but ideally we want to see a Marnie if we can. Or a boss. A boss would be ideal, of course. Actually, a Marnie is probably better, thinking about it. But we are just going to have to be happy with this. Oh, this snipe should have gone here. This was a misplay. This snipe should have gone here. because we could have one-shot this anyway. So yeah, that was a misplay. Wasted damage. That could come back to bite me. What did we take there? We took the Inteleon, the VMAX, and the Research. There's the boss. We'll give him a GG. Pretty interesting games. That one was ADP playing perfectly, even though I got that nuts turn. Pretty interesting games regardless though. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed week 1. That was a 1-2 loss to me, unfortunately. But obviously Rahul's a very good player, so I'm not feeling too bad. I will probably go back and take a look at those games at some point and see where I went wrong. If at all, I probably did, but yeah, it's good to review your games. But yeah, other than that, hopefully you've enjoyed this first week of content. Hopefully by the time this goes up, there'll be some other people posting their content. And yeah, I'm already really excited. I'm already having a load of fun. And yeah, week 1 didn't go my way, but we took a game, which means we get 1 point, and that's the main thing. We are off the blog. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching. I've been Jack from Omnipoke, and look forward to seeing you guys in another video.